Assertion and reason. Assertion. Kepler's second law can be understood by conservation of angular momentum principle. Kepler's second law is related with aerial velocity, which can further be proved to be based on conservation of angular momentum, as dA by dt is equal to half of r square omega. A. Assertion is true, reason is true, reason is the correct explanation for assertion. B. Assertion true, reason is not a correct explanation of assertion. C. Assertion is true, reason is false. D. Assertion is false, reason is true. Let us see the assertion again. Kepler's second law can be understood by conservation of angular momentum principle. And we have related second law related to the air velocity, which can further be proved on the basis of conservation of angular momentum. So let us take area vector when the body is in rotation. So when a planet revolves around the sun, according to the Kepler's law, it sweeps out equal areas in equal interval of time. That's what is second law. Radius is r, it suppose sweeps out an angle of theta. So area vector will be equal to half r into r theta, or half of r square theta. This is the area vector. Differentiating dA by dt, half of r square d theta by dt. This can be written as half r square omega. So we got the change in area with time as half of r square omega. Now if you take the angular momentum, L is equal to mvr, or mr square into omega. Angular momentum, if I divide by 2m, we can write as mr square omega by 2m. That is half of r square omega. So what we are going to get? Angular momentum is conserved. It is constant. The L is constant. Then equal areas are covered in equal intervals of time. dA by dt, this can also be written as L by 2m. And this is constant, since L is constant. So equal areas are covered in equal intervals of time by the planet. If it is at this position, it may cover this much. But equal areas are swept in equal intervals of time. This is called Kepler's second law, which says that when a planet is revolving in an elliptical orbit around the sun, equal areas are covered in equal intervals of time. A line drawn from sun to the planet sweeps out equal areas in equal interval of time. So what you understood? Kepler's second law can be understood by conservation of angular momentum principle. Assertion is true. Kepler's second law is related with aerial velocity, which can be further be proved to be based on the conservation of angular momentum. dA by dt is half of r square omega. Reason is true. And reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. So option, we have to take it as option A. So answer will be option A.